what I'm about to explain now changes the complete course, direction, trajectory of my life. And I could talk about it quite easily now, but it's quite literally the best thing that's ever happened. So we were in, I can always put this out crystal clear. So we were in the Tomorrowland Festival on the Friday. We'd been there for 1 hour. I had more drugs than was necessary on me and around my person. And we were in watching a specific DJ at a time. And I said to all the lads around me, don't take it in here. There's police here. Don't take it in here. Don't take it in here. And they were like, well, why? And I said to them, look, this is the area where the police are located behind. Don't take it in here. So what happened then was an Australian guy, he come up to me and he said, can I have a chance I can buy something? So I'm like, okay, yeah. So he told me and I told him his price, and my price was ridiculous, but he was like, yeah, okay. So the greedy version of me back then was just like, yeah, okay. Even though I knew it was the wrong thing to do on every single level, I still went forward and done it. And what happens, obviously, you go to a festival. We walked into the middle of a festival where everyone's just up and bouncing, and I'm doing my thing. I give this lad what he needs, and I look over, and it's still a moment in my life I can never forget. The whole, like, the smoke's coming out, this festival's banging, the beat come on, the DJ had just started. And I just look over, and I see a guy, and he's just still, and he's just looking towards me. He had a Club Bruise top on, and he had a satchel, like, over him. And my instinct was like, that's not right. Why is he so still and looking in this direction? So I do what I'm doing. I keep my eyes up. At that point, I thought I was bigger than what I was. I thought I was invincible. And I really did think I was invincible because of the 24 months prior. I come out and I'm dancing towards my friends. And I'm like, Uber Jack that just started this Australian DJ. I just made like €800 in a transaction. It's 21 years of age, only by a few months, and what happens, I have my hand up, and all I feel is this person grab my arm as tight as possible, and sheer gut instinct, this was the stupidest thing I've probably ever done. I dropped all my weight into the right foot, and I come over the top, right on this fella's button. So I don't knock him out, he like sits back in the chair almost, stumbles back. From there, police just come from everywhere, start taking me, start grabbing me. So I'd had some ecstasy about 40 minutes before. This was just peaking. And like, I could feel my body, everything was just... So I start to run, I hit someone else, I run, and I'm literally running down the festival, throwing drugs everywhere, just as much drugs as I could throw as far away from me as possible. They get me in the corner, they mess me up bad. Like, broken rib, black eye, fish hugged me, kicked me, stamped on me. For the numerous reasons, what happened was when they jumped on me, my friends sort of was like, what's happening? They were all undercover, we don't know. So, Scousers, people from Liverpool, we tend to travel in packs. We don't really travel in ones and twos. So, they all jumped on, which gave me a bit of time to run, which then made the police more pissed at me because of obvious reasons. So, yeah, look, from there I'm taken. They managed to like get all the stuff. I'm gonna skim over a few things. I go back. So that was on the Friday. I wasn't allowed a phone call until Monday because of the quantity of drugs I was found with. The festival was still ongoing. Other people who were arrested, they were found with my drugs, so they were saying big fish, like we get big fish. And man, I look young now, 28. I still feel like I look young. I like to think that anyway. Then I looked young. I was a baby, and I think they knew that as well. And
if you enjoyed this content, we're doing 5 clips like this a week. If you want to watch the full podcast, click here.